All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We've got a big day or big night tonight. We're definitely not watching Djokovic today. He's on tomorrow. We're watching Sinner and we've got Eala as well at the same time. So we've got a double header. Eala's match was supposed to start an hour ago, but because of the match beforehand, it took a little longer. So here we are. And also Jannik Sinner is going to take on Altmaier, who actually beat him at the French Open a couple of years ago, but a lot has changed. Obviously, Jannik Sinner is a lot better than he was. Also, the draw came out for Wuhan. If you want to go see the main draw, I did a video on it. Go watch it. If you're an Eala fan, it'll show you a little bit of what her draw looks like going into Wuhan and where she might fall if she does qualify, because the qualifiers at least have been placed. There's no... well, I'll just tell you. She could play Mertens. She could play Lynette. She could play Yuan. She could play Wong. She could take on Schneider. She could take on Samsonova or Kenin. Could take on Noskova or could take on Moniro. So there's a couple of tough ones there. She has to qualify. You play 2 matches in the qualies. So this one and tomorrow she'll play another one. But yeah, there's some tricky... There could be a potential tricky matchup for Eala if she qualifies. Obviously, there's some players that you would want to play, you would rather play, but yeah. But we'll see. She's got to get through 2 matches, and then we can see where she falls. But go check out the draw. It's a pretty interesting draw. And Sinner versus Altmaier, I think they played twice. And I think it's 1-1. They played at the French Open. And it was a 3-setter, and then 5-setter, and they also played at the US Open 2022, and it was also a 5-setter. So they played 2 5-setters. First time they're playing in a 3-set match, but first time they played in 2 years. So Sinner is a lot different than he was the last time they played, but Altmaier is going to be coming in with confidence because he doesn't know that Sinner's. Well, he probably does know he's gotten better, but he hasn't played him. All right, and we've also got, I think Medvedev's playing at the moment. As well, so we'll keep an eye on his score. Pegula's taking on Noskova. Winner plays Anisimova in the final tomorrow. What else is going on? Norrie's playing right now. Yeah. So that is that. All right. Here we go. They're just on court. They're just warming up. And we'll get this started. And Sinner Altmaier should be also coming on court pretty soon. Why does Eala need to go through qualies? Because she is not ranked high enough. But also because she... when the entry list came out... Because remember, Wuhan is a smaller event than Beijing. So Beijing... If you're in the top 70, you qualify, like you can play. In Wuhan, you got to be like top 50 to get automatic entry. It's a smaller event. It's only got 56 players, and 8 of those are qualifiers, 4 wildcards, so that's 12. So you have to be you have to be top 40 to play in Wuhan automatically. And that was 6 weeks ago. You had to be top 40 because the entry list comes out 6 weeks prior. So yeah, whereas in Beijing, if she had played that. That's a 96-player draw. If you're in the top 70, you get in automatically. But again, top 70, 6 weeks before the event. So, yeah. So that's why she has to play qualies, because she is not high-ranked enough to play this one. It's a little bit harder to get into. It's a harder tournament to qualify to play. More, and it's pretty stacked because it's the last 1,000 event of the year. Thanks for the draw of Wuhan earlier. No worries. It's going to be very fun to watch Wuhan next week. Sabalenka's draw is looking pretty interesting. Pretty interesting draw for Sabalenka, if I do say so. It's going to be very interesting. Now they're just warming up their last couple of Last couple of serves, and then we will get started. And it looks like Sinner and Altmaier are about to walk out on court in Shanghai. By the way, chat, Ningbo just got a roof on their main court, which is a 500 event. I don't think there's any better retractable roofs than the ones that they build in China. They build the stunning flower, like, petal roofs. They are so good. They're better than any other retractable roof. The Grand Slams can't even compete with the ones in China. The retractable roofs in China are just so... They're just so fancy. They're so nice. The one in Shanghai, it kind of opens up like a spiral. It's so cool. And then the one in Ningbo that's come out is like a petal shape where all these petals sort of meet in the middle. Just so creative. Whereas all the other retractable roofs are just these big domes that just shut. And you're like, okay. Or just like this, like the French Open and Wimbledon, just the same thing. They're just a folding roof, and you're like, okay. Trying to just do them so well. They just look so fancy. All right, Altmaier and Sinner are walking out on court as well. Let's see if Altmaier can push Sinner again. Sinner's been, we saw last week, he was tested a few times. And this guy has played 2 5-setters against Sinner in the past. So definitely a guy who can test Sinner. All right. Eala's going to serve first. She is seeded in this quali as well. So she will be seeded in the qualies, which means she's one of the best players in the qualies if you're seeded. But Uchijima is no joke. Uchijima is tough. Never played before. Winner of this, by the way, will be playing the winner of... I think it's the winner of Buksha and Wong. Yeah, winner of Buksha and Wong, and they've just started. So we know Buksha was the one who beat Eala at the US Open. So we could get a Buksha Eala rematch if both of them win. Winner of this Sinner match will be playing against somebody, so that's fun. Greek Spore. That's not easy. For Sinner, that's not easy. That's a tough one. Sinner's draw is a rough one. Also, Sinner will play tomorrow night if he does win tonight. So he'll be playing back-to-back nights. It'll be Djokovic into Sinner tomorrow night. Also, the final of Beijing tomorrow. Before that. And if Eala wins, she'll be playing tomorrow as well. So we'll see. All right, Uchijima running side to side. As Eala with the forehand again at the back of Uchijima on the stretch. Eala backhand into the slice forehand of Uchijima. And then Eala hits a winner? No. Uchijima thinks it's out. There's no lines, people, so you can't challenge. But Eala hit the winner. No, it was wide. Was it wide? It was wide. Okay. Love 15. By the way, Uchijima, more of a defensive type. Doesn't mind doing a bit of a slice. So this is one of those players that we've mentioned over the last couple of times we watch Eala that could be a problem. Somebody who gets the ball back makes Eala hit the pace and makes Eala try and be the aggressive one, which is not really what she does best. I don't know what this is doing. Why is Sinner at love 15? Oh, I know, because I fucked it up. All right. Hang on. There we go. Anyways, love 30. Uchijima a chance to get the break straight away as we're backhand in the net. And it's 15-30. Eala on the board. Of course, Eala coming off yesterday's disappointing match point losing match, I guess. Golubic did win today and made the finals. So, I mean, maybe it wasn't if she loses to the eventual champion like that, then maybe it doesn't feel as bad. But the best way to get over a loss is win. So, yesterday was yesterday and today is today. If she wins today, she won't even remember what happened yesterday because we're in Wuhan. New tournament. If she wins this, she won't even remember what happened yesterday. 30-0. As Eala serves the fault. Second serve. The return goes in the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Uchijima is with a forehand from Uchijima again. Eala on the stretch. Hits it long. All right. Break point for Uchijima to start the match. All right. 30-40. As Uchijima returns in the net. Nope. Eala's serve with a fault. Second serve. By the way, Altmaier is at almost a career high ranking. So, great time for him to play Sinner. His career high is 47, but he's currently 49. So, Altmaier could be a problem. He has been a problem. He's got a lovely one-handed backhand, which is super rare these days. As we return now to the forehand of Uchijima. And Uchijima hits a winner. All right. First game is a break to Uchijima. Sabalenka will play, right? Yeah, she's playing on Monday or Tuesday. No, she'll play Tuesday or Wednesday. She'll play because that's how it works. She gets a bye in the first round, so she won't play for a few days once the tournament begins on Monday. All right, first game is a break. All right, they're just warming up the serve, Sinner and Altmaier, and then we'll get started with this. It's a wild one that more people watch women's tennis than men's tennis. Is it really, though? All right, 1-0 Uchijima. Pegula can't touch Nozick with a serve. Okay. Interesting. All right. As Eala wins the first point of the second game. Love 15. As Uchijima serves. Fault. Second serve. As Eala returns the forehand of Uchijima. Eala forehand. Again, the forehand of Uchijima. As we've done the forehand from Eala. Uchijima backhand on the stretch. Goes in the net. Love 30. Love 30. All right, Uchijima serves again. And Nissimova was awesome. Oh, yeah, she was crazy good today. She was insane. All right, love 30. Eala backhand return. Into the backhand of Uchijima, who hits an inside-out winner. All right, 15-30. By the way, we've got plenty of tennis going on, so we'll keep an eye on everything else that's going on. As Uchijima gets to 30. Oh! Can Medvedev win? Yeah, I think so. By the way, Zverev was talking about how he hates the fact that the courts are all the same. And then he did allude to that tournaments are maybe trying to get Sincaraz finals. That's why they're making all the courts the same. But Zverev, look, I'm not surprised that Zverev is echoing Federer's his idol, right? So, but also it's interesting because Zverev, I would have thought wouldn't hate the slower courts. Like if everything's becoming the same. Especially if it's becoming the same in a slow way, I thought that would be good for Sasha. But it's interesting that he's mentioning that, and he would know because he's won this tournament before. So for him to say that after we noticed that this tournament, Shanghai's playing so slow, that's interesting. 30-40, break point for Eala. First serve is a fault, second serve. And Altmaier is serving first against Sinner. I'm going to go Sinner in straights, but I reckon this is going to be tough. Altmaier is not easy. And he could pose some problems. Also, remember, chat, how slow this court is as Uchijima hits a winner deuce compared to where Sinner just played in Beijing. This is a very slow court. Now, Beijing's slower as well, but this is like, compared to last year where Sinner won the tournament, this is like Indian Wells, right? So that's going to be interesting to see him adjust, because he's not going to get as many free points and he's going to have to grind it out a bit as well. Whereas Altmaier's played, he played through his first round here, so he's at least got a little bit of an idea of how these courts are playing. But Sinner might struggle to play pace. Also, everybody is struggling in these conditions because it's super humid. As the Eala hits a smash long and it's advantage Uchijima. Super humid in Shanghai at the moment, so a lot of players are feeling. I mean, if you've seen like the last couple of days, players have been dropping all over the place. So physically, for Sinner, it might be a little bit of an interesting time as well. If Altmaier is to drag it out, Sinner's going to have to really physically is going to have to battle as well. All right, 30 love here for Altmaier as he serves an ace out wide. 40 love, an advantage Uchijima. As a forehand goes into the backhand of Uchijima. Eala forehand line goes long. Uchijima 2 love. Two zero. As Altmaier hits that one out. 40-15. Fritz also complained about the court speeds. Yeah. All right, 2-0 Uchijima. I think the scoreboards are flipped. No, they're the right one. All right, Altmaier holds, 1 love. Oh, sorry. Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I thought you meant they flip this way. You meant they flip this way. Yeah, they are. Sorry. That's because I thought Sinner was number 1 seed, but he's the number 2 seed. My bad. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot that he was number 2 seed. I forgot that that's not right either. I forgot that Alcaraz was here, but then he wasn't here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you for pointing it out. Ah, now it's right. There we go. That's better. Love 15. As with a backhand now from Uchijima in the net. 15-0. $15-all. Also Sinner with a forehand. And a passing shot goes wide by Altmaier. 15 love. As Eala comes to the net. Uchijima with a pass in the net. 30-15. $30-15 as Eala serves again. As we have a forehand from Eala, Uchijima slices it back into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima forehand of the stretch. As Eala forehand goes down the line, Uchima's there with a backhand, and then Eala with a drop shot. It's too good. 40-15. 30 love for Sinner, by the way. Inconsistency is what Eala needs to correct. Here we go again. Losing first game, her serve to a ranked player lower than her. No excuses. This needs to go away if she's going to get deeper matches. Yeah, Jackie, your expectations on Eala need to come down. You're like, hey, this lady should be playing at Grand Slam, top 10 level. No, she's number 50 in the world. You gotta lower your expectations. Eala's playing, she's number 55 in the world. She's playing as a 55 in the world player. This is what happens. If she was top 10 and she was doing this, you'd be like, yeah, that's not good enough. But she's 55 in the world. There's nothing wrong with getting broken in the first game of a match and struggling against players that are lower ranked than you if you're between 50 and 100 in the world. People between 50 and 100 in the world are not that far apart. Now, if she was top 10 losing to this player, like, going down early, you'd be like, what the hell? But you got to, lower your expectations. She's not, Eala's not top 10 yet, so this is okay. All right, 40 love, Sinner. Love. By the way, Uchijima, just to give a bit of a bio on her as well, because some of you might not have seen her before or know much about her. Currently 92 in the world, but in the middle of the season, in fact, just before Roland Garros, she was 47 in the world. So we're talking about somebody who was top 50 a couple of months ago. But the thing is, when you're between, when you're outside the top 50 or between even 40 and 100, you drop 100 points, you drop a lot of ranking points, a lot of ranking spots too, right? It's not like the top 10 where you're you lost last year, you won the title, and this year you're losing the quarterfinals. Gauff lost 600 points today. She didn't move any ranking spots, right? But if you're outside the top 50 and you lose 100 points in one go, you're going to drop to 100 in the world. So Uchijima, for most of this year, was sort of hovering around 60 to 50, but in recent times has dropped down from 47 to 61 to 72 to 80 to 92. So it's only been in recent with bad. I mean, she lost 10 matches in a row, which definitely doesn't help. But Uchijima midway through the season, after making the Madrid quarterfinals where she beat Pegula and Ons Jabeur along the way, has dropped down the rankings, but Uchijima was, if this match was played in March or even in April, you would say, oh, well, Eala is playing someone higher ranked than her because, Uchijima was 56, 47 in the world, Musetti, by the way, watching Sinner. 40 love. By the way, last week, Uchijima did play in the same tournament that Eala played in the Challenger event. She lost to Dollarhide in the first round, who went on to make the semifinals. So, went down to Dollarhide in a close three-setter as Uchijima hits a forehand down the line. Eala with a passing shot winner, 40-15. 40-15. 15 all, by the way, for Altmaier. $40-15. With a serve into the forehand. Sinner from Altmaier down the middle. Sinner with the backhand. Is Altmaier backhand inside out. Great shot. Sinner gets it. Then Altmaier in the net. 15-30. All right, Uchijima 3-1. She holds serve. Pia.
Go, Alex. Thanks, Cam, for covering Alex again.
No worries. Thank you for the donation. What's my coffee? My coffee is tea. All right, 3-1 Uchijima. Also Altmaier with an ace out wide, 30-0. Uchijima in the net, 15 love. Pegula went down the first set. Ooh, interesting. Thanks for the explanation of the top 100. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know, right? The number 50 in the world currently has 1,200 points. In fact, specifically 1,212 points. The number 100 in the world has 746 points, right? So the difference between 100 and 50 is what, 500 points? So if you were to win a 500 event, you would go from 100 to 50 in 1 week, right? 500 points. That's not that much when you're dealing with, 1,000s or 500s every other week, right? Whereas the gap between Anisimova and Gauff, or that's probably not a good example, between Anisimova and Andreeva, who is 4 to 5, is 1,000 points. So in order to go from 5 to 4 for Andreeva, she needs to win a 1,000, right? So that just shows how, it's not that different between, even if you want to go a little bit further, 1,000 points higher, if you're number 100 in the world with 750 points, the player that has 1,750 points is currently Fernandez at 27. So if you win a 1,000 event and you're 100 in the world, you go into the top 30 in 1 week, like that. So again, it just shows how close everything is, especially 50 to 100. Like I said, with 500 events every single week, there's an opportunity for somebody to go from 100 into the top 50 in one go. But it also shows that there's not much difference between 55 and 92 and 78 and 60 in the world. It's only a couple 100 points separating them. And that's only, one good run at a tournament, and you could leapfrog. Uchijima, she makes let's say she does win this match, makes the main draw, makes the quarterfinals of Wuhan. She could overtake Eala in the rankings, right? That's what could change so quickly. So when we're dealing with players that are sort of outside the top 50, looking at the ranking alone isn't really, because again, if you're looking at 50 versus 70 and you're 20 spots, yeah, but 20 spots is 50 points. 100 points, right? Sinner breaks, by the way. All right, Sinner with the break 2-1. Also, Uchijima's got the break 3-2. There's only 2 qualifier rounds. You got 2 qualifier rounds. Uchijima is one of the worst tennis players ever. If Eala can't beat her, that would be hilarious. Some people are so bad. You're so shameless. 15 love. As Uchijima wins the point. What's the opposite of empathetic? That's what that was. That's what that statement was. That was just cruel. That's super negative, man. 15 love. By the way, Uchijima, top 100 tennis player in the world, is horrible. She's obviously better than most players who have ever picked up a racket, probably including all of us. So calling her one of the worst player that's ever played tennis is she's done pretty well to be the worst player in 50 in the world 3 months ago. Also, Uchijima's beaten Pegula, Alexandrova this year. What do you mean worst? She's got some massive wins this year. You guys got, look, if you're going to insult players, that's fine, but at least have some, at least do your research before. Otherwise, you just, because we're pro player here. If you're going to come in here and shit on players, you got to be prepared, because we're going to come back at you. You better have your facts straight. There's been a 4-1 winner there from Eala down the middle, 15-30. You can't. You're going to come in here and just say someone's bad and then not do your research. We're going to. You're going to look kind of silly, All right, 15-30. Eala a chance to break back. Now, if you want to say Uchijima hasn't been great lately, yeah, she was on a 10-match losing streak. Yeah, for sure. But to say she's the worst player ever is just wrong. There's probably thousands worse players than her. Literally, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands worse tennis players than her. All right, Eala, chance to break back. 2 chances to break back, 15-40. $15.40 to get back on serve. There's a return from Eala. That's a winner. Eala breaks back, 3-0. And Sinner hits a lovely volley winner, 30-15. All right, 3-0. Eala breaks back. All right. All right, slice from Eala, goes into the backhand slice of Uchijima, and she hits the drop shot winner. That's a lovely drop shot by Uchijima. Love 15. All right, 40-15. Sinner, you go to 3-1. Is this another Wuhan Open? No, this is the Wuhan Open, but it's the qualifying of the tournament. So the tournament that starts on Monday with Sabalenka, Swiatek, Gauff, Anisimova, Pegula. This is the qualities of that. So one of these players could play one of those players I've just mentioned in the next week. Yeah, this is the qualities, yeah. All right, there's Eala. Double faults. Love 30. Oh, man, what a shot by Altmaier down the line with a backhand. One-handed backhands down the line, chat. Chat, this is how about this, chat? You know how everyone's talking about, like, court speeds and stuff? Why don't they make it, instead of making it like, oh, let's make everything allegedly suit 2 guys so they play each other every final, allegedly. Why not make courts favor one-handed backhands somehow? Why don't make the court speeds suit one-handers? So then more players have to play one-handed. That's what I want to see. I want to see a world where the one-handed backhand gets its day again. I don't know what court that would be. I don't know how that would work, but they should, instead of trying to, help out the 2 best guys on the planet because all the tournaments want to see that, why not make it more friendly for one-handers? Because one-handed backhands are an endangered species. As Eala gets broken, I don't know how we would do that, but we'll try. How do you make the courts like that? I don't know. All right, Uchijima breaks again, 4-3. She leads. And Sinner's got a 3-1 lead. Who was the last men's slam champion as one-handed backhand? Team, right? 2020? And then before that would have been Roger. Yeah, it would have been Domi Team in US Open. I think. Yeah. And then Roger before that. All right, 15 love. As Sinner comes down with a volley. Up goes a lob from Altmaier. Sinner with a backhand volley. Altmaier slices it back. Sinner goes down the line with the backhand, but it's long, and it's 30 love. Good rally by Altmaier. Could someone confirm that? I just did. With my knowledge. With my brain. All right. Confirmed. There we go. All right, 4-3. As that goes out by Uchijima on the lob, and it's love 15. Love 15. Uh, 30 love for Altmaier. Uchijima With a forehand, though, to the back of Eala. Uchijima forehand. Again to the back of Eala. Sliced into the front of Uchijima. As Eala with a forehand to the line. Uchijima forehand cross court. It goes into the back of Eala. Uchijima forehand on the stretch. Goes into the front of Eala. But Eala overhits it, and it's 15-0. Cam, don't you think Alex's loss in Shenzhou was intentional to catch up in Wuhan? No, because Eala probably would have gotten a wild card into Wuhan if she had won yesterday. But you think that she got to match point and went, actually, no, I have to play tomorrow. Sorry. Like, no. She would have withdrawn yesterday before the match if she wanted to play Wuhan. But if she had won yesterday, she probably would have got a wild card into the main draw because the tournament had those to give. Or they would have given her a special exempt because players that are playing well last week or well the week before that can't make the next tournament or can't make the qualies of the next tournament will get a special exempt. So she would have gotten, had she have won yesterday, she wouldn't have had to play qualies here. She probably would have gotten in the main draw without having to play. So yesterday losing is a double whammy because not only does she have to play qualies now, but she lost a heartbreaking match. So had she have won yesterday, she probably would have played the semis today and then still played this tournament, but not the main draw instead. Old mate holds by 8-3-2. Does that make sense? No? Okay. Does that make sense? $30. As Uchijima tries to keep the break, but Eala trying to get it back. As we default second serve. As we just serve into the backhand of Eala. Forehand now from Uchijima. Eala with the forehand on the stretch. Uchijima forehand to the backhand of Eala. Into the forehand of Uchijima as Eala backhand again. Down the line, Uchijima gets it with the backhand cross court. Eala slice on the stretch. Uchijima comes in and puts it away. 40-30. Special exempt, just like Sun got when she won in Shenzhen and played in Suzhou. Yeah, exactly. She would have got a special exempt just like Lulu Sun did. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 40-30. There is no special exempt for 125s to 1000s. Really? Okay. Well, then maybe she wouldn't have. But no, she wouldn't have intentionally lost yesterday because she would have won more points had she have won that and not played this tournament. Assuming that she loses, early on here, Eala. No, she wouldn't have. But then again, she might have got a wild card because the wild cards were given out today. And there was 8 wild cards. And I'll tell you who got the wild cards. Sorry, there were 4 wild cards. I'll tell you who got the wild cards. The wild cards went to Osorio, Vekic, Yuan, and Shang. So, yeah, Eala could have got one of those wild cards. Now, probably the Chinese players get those, would have gotten the wild cards anyway. But, Vekic and Osorio getting a wild card is kind of interesting. I think Eala might have gotten that one instead. Had she have not needed to, had she have won. I know Osorio played well last week, but so did Eala. So, pardon me. So Eala probably would have gotten a wild card anyway. All right. Advantage Eala to get back on serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Uchijima, Eala backhand. Into the forehand of Uchijima is Eala backhand on the stretch. Uchijima forehand again. Eala just defending. And she puts up a lob, but it goes out. And we get to deuce. And Sinner gets a 30 love. Apparently Pegula is dominating the second. Yep. Medvedev's up 4-1 already in his match. It's all happening. So much is going on. All right. 30 love Sinner. As Eala goes down the line, the front of Uchijima. Eala drop shot. Uchijima's going to get it. And in a backhand cross-court winner, 40 advantage to Uchijima. Sinner hits a lovely volley, 40 love. If she had won yesterday, she would not have made for the qualifying of Wuhan. Draw had been finalized before the tournament starts, right? No, the main draw came out today. And the quality draw came out yesterday. And the wildcards were announced today. As Eala in net 5-3. Yeah, so again, I don't think Eala from match point up intentionally lost. I feel like that's such a wild, like look at what happened in that match, right? You really think Eala got to double match point and then decided, actually, I need to play tomorrow. I'm not going to play. I'm going to stop and I'm going to lose 11 points in a row. You really think she did that on purpose? That's it's crazy. Had she have lost like love and love, you would be like, that's a bit weird. Was Golubic really that good? Oh my God. But because it was so close, there's no way she would have intentionally lost just to play this. There's no shot. Not in that, like, that's such a wild, like, that way? No shot. She was 1 point away and then she decided, actually, I need to play tomorrow. No way. No way. Golubic was too good. She won that fair and square, and Eala, luckily, I guess, had today to go to Wuhan and play this. She could have also said, I don't want to play Wuhan because I've just played a lot of tennis and I'm tired. She could have taken this tournament out. She didn't have to play this tournament. Anyways, 4-2 Sinner. But yeah, had she have lost like really easily, or had she have lost the final set 6 love, then I could see where you're coming from, right? I could be like, okay, I see I don't think it's true, but I could see your argument. But the fact that she had match points and then lost 11 points to finish the match, no, I don't think she did that on purpose because she had to play today. Because she would have made more points yesterday by winning than making more points today. Like if she wins this match, she makes like 5 points. Yesterday she wins heaps more points. Plus, like I said, she could have gotten a wild card into Wuhan anyway. Because they hadn't given out the wild cards yesterday. They gave them out today, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. She didn't do it intentionally. That's crazy. Also, she doesn't seem like the type. She seems like the type that she wants to win everything. She wouldn't purposely lose something because she wants to go play qualies. Anyway, Uchijima's going to serve the set. 5-4. Uchijima's got the break. You know there are 2 matches going on, right, Cam? There's a Rule 7. We have Rule 7 in place. 30 love, by the way. Sinner's winning 4-2. Rule 7. Where's Deb? I think every player wants to win, so Eala didn't lose intentionally. Oh, yeah. Hell no. I think that's just a bit... Hey, look. Benji, if you believe that she lost on purpose, go ahead. I don't believe that at all. It wouldn't have been in her best interest to lose yesterday. There's no, to not play a semi-final and not try and win another title? Why would she do that? But Benji, if you think that, if you believe that she lost on purpose so she could get to Wuhan, we'll agree to disagree. All right, tweener by Altmaier went wide. Also, Uchijima 7 for the first set. And then a backhand from Sinner into the backhand of Altmaier. Backhand from Sinner again, the backhand of Altmaier. And Sinner backhand into the net. Altmaier holds 4-3 Sinner. All right, love 15. First point goes to Eala. Love 15. Love 15. As we just serve again from Uchijima to the backhand of Eala. Backhand of Uchijima to the forehand of Eala. Uchijima forehand down the line. Uchijima again with the forehand. Nope. Eala puts away the winner instead. Love 30. Chance for Eala to get back on serve. All right, love 30 as Eala hits out in the return, 15-30. Every time Alex loses, Filipino fans fund every excuse they can think of. Why are you watching her then? Let Filipino fans enjoy Eala. Why are you coming in here and trying to argue? We're trying to fight him. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. 15-30. Get out of here. Leave him alone. Let him enjoy and talk about Eala, all right? Try and pick fights. The hell out of here. Where's the bouncers at? Get him out of here. 30-0. Starting trouble. Get him out of here. All right, 30-0. Uchijima trying to win this first set. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve, Uchijima. Sinner with the break, 4-3, by the way. As the return goes in from Eala. Then the second forehand goes in the net, 40-30. Set point for Uchijima. 40-30. Uh, 40-30. As the return goes the backhand of Uchijima. Backhand from Eala. Again, the backhand of Uchijima, who hits a winner down the line. The first set goes to Uchijima, 6-4. And Sinner comes to the net. And a pass. Oh, winner by Oldmayer. What a backhand. 15-0. What a one-hander down the line. Past Sinner at the net. That's a beautiful shot. Jumping back. Not like a chapeau jumping backhand, but almost just like a lunging, like kind of like a Musetti backhand that looked like. A little bit like a Musetti running backhand. It's a great shot. 15-0. By the way, in that first set, Uchijima won one extra point. It was 29-28 on points. So very close set. Only the 3 breaks of serve. Eala got the break, got broken, then got break back. Then she got broken again once she leveled. So she's going to serve first in the second. Let's see if she can get off to a better start. 15-30. Chance for Altmaier to break back here. All right, 15-30. Little chance here to get a breakback point for Altmaier. As Sinner serves an ace. 30-0. Eala needs a new coach? Why? She's doing fine. Again, like I said to the other person, lower your expectations. If you're like, Eala, she's not winning Grand Slams yet, then you're the problem. You got to just... She's doing fine. She's progressing like a normal player progresses. Slowly. She had a great run in Miami, which afforded her to, gave her a good rankings boost, which allows her to play a lot of other tournaments. But credit to her and her coaches for sticking to playing 125s and trying to get more matches. She's literally played, I think, quarterfinals or better in the last 4 tournaments. Plus, she won a tournament. Why would she get rid of her coach? Why would she get a new coach? What, because she's losing in a first round after playing a lot of tennis? Qualifying first round against, as I said before, someone who's 50 in the world 3 months ago. What do you, like? Everything's fine. Eala is slowly progressing. No need to be, be patient. Exactly, be patient. Be patient if you're a fan, and if you're not a fan, then what are you doing? 30-40, backhand to backhand rally. As Altmaier tries to break back. Has been a forehand out from Altmaier on the stretch. Into the backhand to Sinner. Altmaier doing well to stay in this rally. Now he's unleashing backhands as he smacks the backhand down the middle. But Sinner gets it back. Altmaier forehand again, the forehand to Sinner. As Altmaier goes down the line with a forehand, Sinner's there with a backhand cross-court. Altmaier with a slice down the line. Sinner gets it back. Altmaier with a forehand slice now. Now Sinner takes over. Hits a drop shot. It's not very good. Altmaier comes to the net and hits it in the net. Great rally. Deuce. Sinner survives. Why are you hyping up somebody with slow progression? There's 2,000 people here, bro. Like, I'm not hyping anybody up. There's a lot of people that are interested in her journey. Also, maybe just watch her and pay attention. You can actually watch how most players go about their tennis and slowly go up the ranking. Like, you're learning how the majority of players go about their tennis. They don't all come out of nowhere like Rafa and then win the French Open at 18. That's not normal. They don't all go like Alcaraz and win 6 Grand Slams by 21. That's not normal. The Eala progression is more normal. So watch her and be like, this is what tennis is more like. This is what it's kind of like. It's a grind. Slow progression. Plus, a lot of people like her, and a lot of people want to watch her. Clearly not you, but a lot of other people like her. 40-30. And Sinner also tries to stay at the break here. Slice from Altmaier. Into the forehand of Sinner. Sinner hits a wide. Advantage Altmaier. And Eala 40-30. Serve from Eala is a double fault. We get the deuce. And plus, the thing is, the Filipino fans, you guys are the best. You guys are awesome. Not one fan of Eala has ever jumped off the bandwagon. You're all ride or die, and I love it. You're there for the highs, and you're going to be there for the lows, and you're not going to you don't ditch her. They're true fans. And if she loses, you all say better luck next time, and I love that. You're such a positive bunch. All right, back to deuce. Altmaier just can't get the break yet. He's playing some good tennis, though, man. He's making Sinner sweat. All right, advantage Uchijima to get the break. First game of the second. By the way, Maria, if you want to send something to the PO box, link in the chat. Well, there's the address in the chat. All right, Sinner with a forehand. And the lob goes up by Altmaier. Sinner puts away the smash. He gets to advantage. But Eala gets broken. Uchijima breaks 1-love in the second. I think people overestimate how a tennis player progresses. Yeah. Because look, we always hear about, the players that play 2 tournaments and then win a Grand Slam, and it's like those crazy, like that Raducanu run was insane. It's funny because again, like somebody who also gets a lot of unnecessary hate, Raducanu, she went about it the opposite of Eala. She went about it by playing like 2 tournaments and then winning a Grand Slam. That's so rare. In fact, it's never happened. As a qualifier, winning a tournament like that has never happened, right? Whereas Eala, she won a junior Grand Slam in 2022. And it took her 3 years of grinding before she even made the top 100. And then she makes that run in Miami, beats a couple of big names, right? And then since then, it's been slowly getting up the rankings, this is not playing challenges, playing qualifying, right? Grinding it out. Getting up, every week, going up one spot, maybe going down 5 spots the next week, and then going up another 5, and then going, and then staying the same. Like, this is it. This is what the tour is like. But the difference with Eala is that she's got a whole country that are just backing her every match. Doesn't matter if it's a qualifier match or if it's a challenger or if it's a 1,000, right? Or a Grand Slam. She's just got this huge popularity where her fans are just going to watch anything she does, because everything she does from now on is groundbreaking for Filipino tennis, right? Everything she's been doing this year has been the first Filipino to do this and that and the. So it's everything she's doing is historic. So the whole country is just behind her. I love 30. There's a forehand now from Uchijima to the backhand of Eala. Uchijima backhand. Goes long. And it's love 40. To get back the break, Eala. All right, 15. Old May is trying to stay in this set. There's a forehand now from Uchijima. Eala hits a forehand long, and it's 15. 40. Uchijima serves again. And the return goes the net by Eala, 30-40. Still break point here for Eala to get back on serve. As the return goes to forehand of Uchijima. She hits it wide. We're back on serve. 1-all. Sinner hits it in the net, by the way. And it is 30-all. All right, 30-all. Jovic is better than Alex. Jovic is 17. Great, go watch her. 1-all. Was it a backhand on the stretch from Uchijima to the forehand of Eala? Uchijima forehand to the slice of Eala. Into the forehand of Uchijima, who hits it wide. 15-love. All right, break point, set point for Sinner. 30-40. 30-40. Sinner to take the first set. Yeah, Uchijima's style is a little bit like Chen's. Yeah, probably not as much variety, but definitely has got a good slice. She's very good defensively. As with a forehand now to the backhand of Sinner. Forehand now from Altmaier again, the backhand of Sinner. As Altmaier backhand down the line of the net. There's the first set for Sinner. 6-3, but he had to work for that, Sinner. That wasn't easy. First set in the back, 6-3. 40-love. There's a backhand return from Uchijima to the forehand of Eala. Uchijima slice. Into the forehand of Eala, who hits a winner. It's 2-1. The Filipinos are too hyped. Who cares? Let them. Who cares? Why is that a problem for you? The Filipinos are too hyped on somebody who is doing something that their country have never seen in tennis before. You're like, oh, that's... Calm down, please. No. Let him throw parades. Let him go crazy. Calm down. What are you talking about? Too hyped. What do you mean? Let him enjoy it. Too hyped. All right, Eala leads 2-1. The winner will face Sinner. Oh, who will the winner of Sinner and Olmeyer face? Grigspor. Grigspor is awaiting the winner. Also, the winner of this Eala Uchijima match is at the moment likely to play Buksha. Now, if you Eala fans know this, that Buksha Eala was the second round US Open match where Buksha was too good. So there could be a rematch on the cards if Eala fights back here. We're just enthusiastic and passionate. Exactly. And don't you change. Don't change. Do never change. You guys just never change. Love 15 is Eala hits a lovely lob. Yeah, Buksha. Oof. But hey, look, that'd be a fun rematch if we get it. Because since that Buksha match, Eala's done so well and been so consistent, you know, and won a lot of matches. 15-0. So it'll be really fun to see that rematch, to see how far Eala's come in the last couple of months. 15-0. As Uchijima serves a fault, second serve. Yeah, Buksha's going to be tough if that's the matchup that we get. All right, 15-0. All right, 30-15 as Eala came to the net and made the error. All right, 30-15 as Uchijima serves again. Bit of fault, second serve. All right, Sinner serving first in the second, 15-love. As a forehand goes long by Uchijima, 30-0. 30-0. Who got the wild cards? So yeah, two Chinese players, and then Vekic and Osorio got the wild cards. Yeah, Golubic didn't get a wild card to this event. But also she wasn't in the qualies, so she wasn't on the entry list, I don't think. So maybe that's why she didn't get... She didn't plan on playing this event. 30-0. As we get a backhand return from Eala into the forehand of Uchijima. Eala backhand in the net. 40-30. Noskova breaks back. 1-1 in the third. Ooh. Okay. Sinner 40-love. Great serves. As Eala returns in the forehand of Uchijima. Slice from Eala. Goes long. It's 2-0. 2-2. As Sinner hits it out. And it's 40-15. Sinner serves again. $40-15. Sinner serves. Into the foot of Altmaier. Return goes back into Sinner. Sinner hits it long. 40-30. As Uchijima hits it in the net on the return. That's 30 all. 30 love, sorry. All right, 30 love. Serve into the forehand of Uchijima. Backhand it from Eala into the forehand of Uchijima as Eala backhand down the line. Uchijima hits it in the net. 40 love. Sinner holds, by the way. 1 love in the second. All right, 1 love in the second. As Eala forehand to the backhand of Uchijima. Forehand from Eala. Into the forehand of Uchijima as Eala forehand on the stretch. Lob goes up. Uchijima puts it away. 40-15. I tell you this, chat, and I'm not going to try and sell you on why you should like Eala. You like what you like and whatever. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. But I'll tell you something that I like about Eala, and it's a thing that I like with all these. This is a tennis trait that I love as a Leighton Hewitt fan. I love the fact how much fight she has. Like, she is just never gives up. Like, how can you not like someone that is like that? Never gives up. That's why I like Fernandez. That's why I like Dasha. That's why I love Leighton. Maybe not the biggest hitter, maybe not the flashiest player, but just never gives up. And that's, Eala does, I mean, she's shown that at the US Open, right? Never gives up. And even when she has yesterday, heartbreaking loss, match points lost, comes back the next day, keeps fighting. You couldn't even tell that she played yesterday. Physically, she looks like she's fine. Doesn't look like she was bothered by yesterday. She came out here and lost 1-1. You'd go, oh, maybe yesterday really affected her. Couldn't tell that yesterday she had match points to make a semi, and today she's playing this. Love that. She just has such a good attitude. And seems like she's got a real good fighting mentality. And a short memory, because you need short memories in tennis. You need to have a short memory if you're playing tennis. But I love that. And if you don't like her, that's fine. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise. But that's why I like watching her. Because they're the type of players that I like watching. Those Leighton Hewitt types. The fighters, you know. All right, 15-0. And Sinner returns into the backhand of Altmaier. Sinner with the backhand. Goes wide. And it's 30-15. Hey, thank you, Mim, for becoming a member. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back.
Leskova looks way too nervous right now. We're getting the American final. Happy weekend, Cam.
Hey, thank you for the donation. Happy weekend to you too. Yeah, Pegula's up 2-1 with a break in the final set. All right, 30-15. Sinner backhand into the slice of Altmaier. Sinner with a forehand into the backhand of Altmaier. And Altmaier hits it out. 30-0. Chance for a break early in the final set. 30-0. Muhammad Liani just like talking to the cameraman. You know? Is he? What's he doing? Medvedev, by the way, dominating in his match. All right, 30-0. Altmaier serves. Into the backhand of Sinner. Return goes back into Altmaier. Sinner backhand on the stretch. Altmaier with a backhand again to the backhand of Sinner. Into the backhand of Altmaier. Sinner with a forehand. Nope. Altmaier hit it out. 30-40. By the way, Sinner looking a little bit more fired up than usual. He's throwing a lot of fists today. Sinner looking a lot more intense than usual. Not intense. A lot more, what's the word? I don't know. He's showing a lot more emotion, a little bit more emotion than usual. In a positive way. 30-40. Break point. Sinner to take the break. In the second. Now he's going to serve into the backhand of Sinner. Backhand of Altmaier. Goes wide. Sinner breaks. Again, Sinner just shaking his fist every chance he gets. All right. Sinner breaks 2 love. Two love in the second. All right, 30-15 here as Uchijima tries to hold. All right, 30-15 as Uchijima serves again. As we get a forehand now from Uchijima to the backhand of Eala. Slice from Uchijima. Eala with a smash. Goes wide, 40-15. By the way, to the guy who's like a WTA 125 event is not feasible in Manila because of the Europeans and Americans can't go, who gives a shit? Who cares? The tour is bigger than 2 continents. It's a 125. There's like so many throughout the year that are not feasible. Like that are not in ideal locations, but they do them anyway. Who gives a shit? If the Americans and Europeans can't go to the Philippines. As long as the Eala's there, they don't need anybody else. Plenty of players from Asia can play it. They don't need to play. They don't need Americans to play it. You know, he's backhand down the line to the backhand of Eala, backhand from Uchijima on the stretch. Into the forehand of Eala. But Eala hits it out in 3-0. You don't need a bloody... What are you talking about? Feasible. It's the best thing the WTA could do right now. While Eala is still in that challenger level player, because once Eala gets to like top 20, she's not going to be able to play challengers. So Manila will need a 250. Right? I'm looking at the 125 level at the moment. You got Mumbai, you got Cancun, you've got Turkey, Mexico. They play in Europe, obviously, a little bit as well, and in America. But there's a lot of places that you could deem as unfeasible. I mean, Guadalajara was going to the Asian swing from Guadalajara was not feasible, but they did it anyway. There's that many 125s. I mean, come on now. The Philippines having one straight after the Australian Open is actually the smartest idea because in Singapore there's a tournament going on at the same time. So it is totally normal. Players can go from Australia to the Philippines and then go to the Middle East, which is the next part of the year. I mean, it's totally normal. Like that. Again, boy, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to look at the calendar and then talk? God. Anyways, 15-0. All right, phrase it as a question instead of just making a statement that I have to dismiss. Right, like, is it feasible? And I could tell you in a nicer way instead of sound like a dick. Anyways, 15-0. But in February, having it after the Australian Open is a great idea because players can go from Australia, go straight to the Philippines, or go to Singapore, which is a 250 event, and then go to the Middle East, Dubai, blah, 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 right? It's on the way. It's perfect. It's a perfect place. If they put it in the middle of the clay court season, that's random. Doesn't make sense. But it's on the way, so it's okay. Like, logically, it makes sense. All right, 15-0. Is it a forehand now to the backhand of Eala? Uchijima with a forehand into the net. And it's 30-15. 30-15. And if if the 125's in December, then the opposite. You can go have the Europeans go through the Philippines and come to Australia. So either way, if it's in December or February, I thought it was in February. I thought they were trying to get it done in February. But either way, if it's on the way to Australia or from Australia, you can go through the Philippines to do it. Most people come into Singapore and then come to Melbourne, unless you come from America, maybe you go through, Sydney. But Singapore and, being around the Philippines, I went to that part of the world last year and Singapore and the Philippines are near each other, and you can then come to Australia. Or leave Australia and go there. 3 loves Sinner, by the way. I bet my whole money on this match, man. Dude, that sucks for you. Lesson learned. Don't do that again. Eala, 4-3. 4-3 Eala in the second. As Altmaier with a lovely pickup off the feet. All right. As he's serving volleys, Altmaier, but he can't volley that one. 15-0. Great pass by Sinner. $15. Sinner returns a slice into the backhand of Altmaier. Sinner backhand into the front of Altmaier. Again to the backhand of Sinner. As Altmaier slice on the stretch. Goes wide. And it's 15-30 Sinner. Looking for that double break. By the way, chat, let me know where you're watching from. Where are we watching from? I'm in Australia. It's 9:40 p.m. And daylight saving starts tomorrow, so yay. I lose an hour. Yay. So all the matches tomorrow start later for me, so I'll be staying up late tomorrow. All right, 30-0. We've got Manila, we've got Adelaide, Chicago, South Africa, New York, Paris, Chennai, Toronto. All right, love 15 here, Eala. As Uchijima serves a fault second serve. Also Sinner with a forehand return to the forehand of Altmaier. Backhand for Sinner. Into the backhand of Altmaier. Sinner backhand is wide. 40-30. Altmaier to get on the board here in the second. A lot of people from the Philippines love that. I love 30 Eala. We've got Texas. We've got LA. Chicago. Has it a forehand from Uchijima down the line. Eala puts up a lob. But it goes long. 15-30. All right, 40-30 Altmaier. So in the front of Sinner, return goes to front of Altmaier. Sinner backhand pass. Altmaier volley in the net. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. Watching from Guernsey. Nice. All right, 15-30. As we define now from Eala. She comes to the net with a... Oh, the lob from Uchijima is too good. 30-0. 30-all. As we serve again from Uchijima. 30-all. As the return goes in the front of Uchijima. Back in from Eala. Into the front of Uchijima as Eala goes with a forehand on the stretch, and then Uchijima comes in and overhits it. Break point Eala. 30-40. To get the break and serve for the second. 30-40. As Altmaier hits a lovely volley. Advantage Altmaier. I do like the way Altmaier plays. I love the one-handed backhand. He's got this aggressive approach. He's intense. I hope he does well so we can watch more of him in the future. Like if he gets like top 20 and stuff, he's fun to watch. He's a good fun player to watch. Got a very good game to watch. Hey, baby step. Thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate it. All right, 30-40. Eala, forehand inside out. Great shot. She breaks. 5-3. Eala with a break. And she is going to serve to take the second. Danny.
Go, Alex.
Thank you, Danny, for the 5. And Grace.
Lex go, flag. PHU got this.
Thank you, Grace, for the 5 as well. All right. Altmaier with a backhand down the line. And then Sinner puts it away anyway. All right, back to Deuce. Also, Jason, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. By the way, if you are a member, make sure you join the Discord. We have a members Discord. As we had a forehand winner there from Altmaier. Advantage. And Eala gets a 15 love. As Eala hits a forehand on the stretch. And then Uchijima puts it away, 15-all. And Eala serves again. All right, that goes out by Uchijima. 30-15. How many rounds of qualies do you have to play to meet the main draw? To make the main draw, 2. You have to win 2 matches. All right, 30-15 as we return now from Uchijima. As Eala goes the forehand of Uchijima to the backhand of Eala. Uchijima wins the point. You seem sleepy. I am. It's been a big day. 30-all. Eala 2 points away from taking this to a third. All right, 30-all. There's a forehand from Eala on the stretch. Uchijima backhand. Again, the forehand of Eala to the backhand of Uchijima. As Eala forehand down the line. Uchijima slices it back. Eala forehand goes cross-court. Uchijima slice. Again, the forehand of Eala. As Uchijima with the forehand on the stretch. Eala goes down the line. Uchijima with a pass. In the net. 40-30. Eala to take the second set. $40-30. Anyways, Eala with a good serve wins the second set, 6-3. By the way, why are the Jovic fans picking fights with the Eala fans? Go watch Jovic. Enjoy her success. Why do you need to come in here and try and convert the Eala fans? They love Eala, let them love her, and you go watch Jovic. Coming in here trying to recruit people. What are you doing? Nobody... If they want to watch her, they will. Well, the Jovic army have turned their back on watching her and they want to come watch Eala? What are you doing? Go watch her. She's great. You've been in here and, Eala. What are you doing? You're wasting your time. 15 love. Jovic is great. Go watch her. She needs your support. Eala's got enough support here. You don't need to recruit. Go support her. Go watch her. You got this. I didn't come in here and be like, Eala's not very good. Everybody in here likes Eala, so you're not going to change anyone's mind. Especially the Filipinos in the chat. The Filipinos are not going to be changing their mind going, yeah, you're right. Maybe we shouldn't go for the player that's doing historical things for our country. We should go for the American. Like, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. You're right. We shouldn't follow Eala. Why? It's crazy. Come on now. You're not going to get anywhere. Just go watch Jovic. We're going to watch her eventually. Don't worry. But just not today. Jovic versus Eala already. I mean, we just got started. They already got a fierce rivalry. Have they even played? 30 love. Sinner to go to 4-1. We'll watch Jovic. We already have watched Jovic. But today we're watching Eala. And Sinner. 30 love. $30 love. Sinner serves again. Serves a fault, second serve. Also Uchijima serving first in the third. Eala doing what she does best. Just fight. Play three setters. She's a bit of a three-set queen at the moment. As to the backhand now from Sinner into the backhand of Altmaier. Sinner with the backhand on the stretch. Into the backhand of Altmaier as Sinner hits a slice long, 30-15. All right, 30-15 as Sinner serves again. Sinner serves. Into the forehand of Altmaier, return. Into the forehand of Sinner. Altmaier backhand. Again, the forehand of Sinner is Altmaier backhand again. Into the backhand of Sinner as Altmaier goes to the forehand inside out. And it lands in. All right, 30 all. 30 all. Lovely shot. 30 all. All right, 30-15, by the way. Uchijima first game of the final set. There's a bit of drop shot from Eala, but it missed. 40-15. 40-15. Baby step.
Cheers for covering Alex Eala's matches.
No worries. Thank you for the donation. Anonymous.
Thanks come from Flag FR.
Thank you for the 5 as well. Now, 40-15 as that goes out by Uchijima. Also, Sinner 40-30. Also, Pegula's down 3-2 final set. That's awkward. All right, Sinner comes in with a forehand. Passing shot from Altmaier's a lob, but it's too short, and Sinner puts it away. 4-1. Ooh, Sinner hit that smash with a little extra venom. As Eala with the backhand on the stretch. Uchijima forehand again, the forehand of Eala. As Uchijima hits a slice. Eala down the line again to the forehand of Uchijima. Into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima forehand to the backhand of Eala. Into the forehand of Uchijima on the stretch. Eala backhand down the line. Uchijima gets it. Eala with the backhand is... What happened? He's good. And then Uchijima hits it out. And we get the deuce. Also, the winner of this match will take on either Buksha or Wong. Currently, Buksha won the first set 6-2. Wong has set point to win the second. So, we don't know who the opponent is. And obviously, Eala would rather play Wong because she did play Buksha at the US Open and lost. So, I'm sure she would rather play Wong, knowing that Buksha is how tough she is. or was, for Eala the other tournament. But then again, maybe Eala wants to get that one back against Buksha, so maybe it would be a good match, a good rematch. All right, Deuce is going to serve now from Uchijima. As Eala puts up a lob. Uchijima comes in. Eala puts up another lob. Bounce smash from Uchijima. He's a winner. Advantage. Advantage Uchijima. All right. Advantage Uchijima to take the first game of the third. As Eala backhand the forehand of Uchijima, backhand from Eala on the stretch. And it goes wide by Eala. 1-love Uchijima. Final set. One love. . 4-1. Sinner with the break in the second. As Altmaier hits a shanked backhand into the forehand of Sinner, and then Altmaier down the line is a winner. 15-love. Beautiful shot. Also, the winner of this Sinner match will play tomorrow night. Straight after Djokovic tomorrow. When's the next tournament in Australia? I think there's like one in Perth right now, like an ITF event in Perth at the moment. As Sinner hits a lovely pass, and Altmaier can't volley it back. 15-all. $15-all. By the way, Sam, what's your problem? Ah, 15-0. Why are you being a hater? As that goes out by Sinner on the return, 30-15. $30-15. As Uchijima hits a lovely winner down the line, 15-0. $30-15. Altmaier serves into the forehand of Sinner. Great return to the backhand of Altmaier. That's Sinner backhand, and Altmaier hits it wide. 30-0. As the other comes to the net and puts it away, 30-15. What if Altmaier wins? That'd be wild. All right. 30-all. Fault. A let from Altmaier. $30-all. Also 30-all in the Eala game. Altmaier serves a fault second serve. As he hits a serve and volley in the net from Altmaier. And Sinner's got a break point, 34 to get the double break and serve of the match as Eala goes down the line of the front of Uchijima. Backing it from Eala is in the net. Break point for Uchijima. 30-40 to break first games of the final set. 30-40 on both courts. Eala serves the backhand to Uchijima. Return goes back to Eala. Uchijima backhand. Again to the forehand of Eala as Uchijima backhand down the middle. Eala backhand cross court as Uchijima forehand on the stretch. Eala backhand again to the forehand of Uchijima. As Eala with the forehand down the line. Uchijima gets with the forehand cross court. Eala's there with the backhand. Uchijima cross court again to the backhand of Eala. Now Uchijima doing the running as Eala with the forehand. Into the backhand of Uchijima on the stretch. And Eala gets it back. Backhand again from Uchijima to the forehand of Eala as Uchijima forehand cross court. Eala's got it. Uchijima with the forehand down the line. Eala's got that too with the forehand cross court into the backhand of Uchijima. Hits it wide. And Eala after that rally, that was a long rally. She looks a little tired. But she wins a point deuce. Crazy rally by both. Also advantage at Altmaier to stay alive in this match. For now. Right, advantage Altmaier. As he looks to hold. Serve in the back of the Sinner. Return goes to the forehand of Altmaier, and he hits a slice winner. Nice. All right. Altmaier holds 4-2 as Eala hits in the net, and Uchijima gets a chance to break. All right, advantage Uchijima. As Eala serves a fault, second serve. Serve in the back of Uchijima. Forehand now from Eala. And then Uchijima in the net with a backhand. Eala got a little lucky there. Uchijima hit that over the net. That would have been a winner. All right, deuce. Eala surviving. Sinner hits it in the net. Love 15. By the way, Sinner looking like somebody kicked him in the leg. What the hell just happened? He looks so tired. Just all of a sudden, he looked tired, Sinner. It is hot and humid out there. It's a brutal weather in Shanghai. Now advantage Eala to level in the final set. Backhand slice goes in from Altmaier to the forehand of Sinner. Sinner puts that away, 15-all. And Sinner's all right. He's just walking. Just looked strange for a second there when he was walking. As Eala hits that out, we're back to deuce. By the way, Chad, I haven't picked the horror movie I'm going to watch tonight. But I'm sure it will be scary. All right, deuce. What's Muhammad Ali doing? He's falling out of his chair. Is he all right? Oh, did he call the score wrong? He is a character. Anyways, Uchijima can't get to that. And it's an advantage, Eala. It's in a 30-15. Advantage Eala to get on the board in the final set. Advantage Eala. As the return goes to the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Uchijima sliced into the forehand of Eala. As Uchijima forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Uchijima again with the forehand into the forehand of Eala to the backhand of Uchijima as Eala backhand on the stretch. Into the forehand of Uchijima as Eala backhand goes wide. Back to deuce. As Altmaier hits a lovely return winner, 30-all. Altmaier's firing up the crowd. Watch Weapons? I already watched it. What a backhand from... that was a ridiculous one-handed backhand down the line from Altmaier. All right. Good serve from Sinner, 40-30. As Eala serves the backhand Uchijima, forehand from Eala. Into the backhand Uchijima. As Eala forehand goes wide, and it's advantage Uchijima to take the break early in this final set. Sinner serves 40-30. 7 to the backhand of Altmaier. Return goes into the backhand of Sinner. Altmaier forehand. And Sinner can't get it. Jeez, Altmaier, great aggression. Deuce. As Eala hits a slice backhand. Uchijima with a drop shot. Eala's going to get it. Come to the net. Uchijima pass. Eala volleys. Uchijima pass. Eala volleys. Uchijima pass. Winner. What a rally. All right, 2-love. Uchijima breaks first. That wasn't bad at the net by Eala, but Uchijima with a beautiful forehand winner to get the break. 2-love in the final set. All right, Sinner trying to keep this break. Altmaier slice back. Forehand from Sinner down the line. Altmaier puts up a lob. Sinner with a smash. Puts it away. And it's advantage Sinner. All right, love 15. Eala wins the first game of... first point, of this game. All right, advantage Sinner. Altmaier slice return. Sinner comes in, puts it away. No, Altmaier gets it. Who's through the net? 5-2. Sinner, second set. He is in control now. Who is the most beautiful one-handed backhand among Wawrinka, Altmaier, and Shapo? I would say Stan. I love Stan's backhand. Stan's backhand is so powerful. Like, his backhand feels like a forehand. Like, he hits it with such pace, and control, like a forehand. And I love it. I think Stan's backhand is one of the best ever. It's so powerful. And he barely shanks it. Like, he doesn't, it's, with Shapo, and even with Altmaier, you can see that they shank it, at times. But Stan just seems to, control his backhand so well. And he just doesn't seem like he ever mishits it. He always hits a great backhand. All right, 30-15. As that goes out on the lob by Uchijima, and it's 30-0. 30-0. So undeserved for Sinner? What? What's undeserved? Sinner is not as good today as he is so lucky. Okay. No, he is good. That's why he's winning. He's not winning because he's lucky. 30-0. As Uchijima serves again. As the return goes in the forehand of Uchijima, and Uchijima hits it out. Break point Eala, 30-40. Hey, Norman, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Welcome. All right, break point Eala. As the return goes to the forehand of Uchijima. Eala with the forehand on the stretch. Uchijima backhand. In the forehand of Eala as Uchijima runs around a backhand. It's a forehand again to the forehand of Eala. And it goes in the net by Eala. Deuce. All right, back at deuce. Serve and volley. Altmaier's on the ground. And it's 15-all. Sinner's going to check if he's okay. He landed pretty heavy. Altmaier. Not sure if he cut his hand or his arm. He might have scraped his arm. He felt pretty hard. Hands it back now from Uchijima into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima again to the forehand of Eala as Uchijima backhand. Yeah, he kind of smacked his knuckles on his pinky knuckle on the ground. That is painful. As Eala hits it out, advantage. Uchijima. Yeah, I think Altmaier his hand might be bleeding. Advantage Uchijima here. Let's go to 3-love. There's a return from Eala as a winner. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Hey, John, thanks for the $2. Appreciate that. By the way, Nozga 5-4 up against Pegula in the final set of that match. And Bookshire is down 4-love in the third against Wong. So Wong, at this stage, is going to play the winner of this match. As Altmaier hits it out, 15-30. Sinner. A chance for him to win this one in straights. Hasn't been easy, though. Altmaier's put up a good fight. Eala with a breakback point advantage. Advantage Eala. As Altmaier serves into the forehand of Sinner. Altmaier hits a forehand winner, 30-all. As Uchijima hits a lovely forehand winner. Goes back to deuce. Eala will lose 6-love. Okay. And? What does that mean to you? All right, served on the tee, the back, and the Sinner return goes into the forehand of Altmaier. He puts it away. 40-30. As Eala forehand into the forehand of Uchijima. In the forehand of Eala. Uchijima backhand as Eala forehand down the line. Uchijima gets on the stretch. Eala backhand again. The forehand of Uchijima. Eala goes down the line. Uchijima gets it back. Eala again at the backhand of Uchijima as Eala goes down the line with the forehand. But it just missed. Eala was celebrating, but it was a very late call by Hawkeye. Just missed. Advantage Uchijima. And Altmaier holds. And Sinner's going to serve for the match 5-3 in the second. Advantage Uchijima. To take a 3-love lead final set. As the return goes back in Uchijima, sliced into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima backhand again, the forehand of Eala. The backhand of Uchijima. Eala forehand on the stretch. Uchijima backhand again, the forehand of Eala. As Uchijima backhand again to the Eala forehand. Eala hits it wide. It's 3-love Uchijima, final set. I'm giving moral support to Uchijima. No, you ain't. You're a Jovic fan that's salty that Eala's getting more attention. That's what you're doing. Sam, you showed your hands when you came in here blasting Eala for not being Jovic, all right? We already know why you're here. Don't pretend like you're going for Uchijima out of your kindness of your own heart. Come on, we know what you're doing here. You're a spy. You're a spy. You're coming in here and you're pretending like, oh, I'm going for Uchijima. No, you're not. You're a Jovic fan and you're trying to, I don't know what you're doing. And Jovic is already finished, so you have nowhere else to go. By the way, trainers out here for Eala. Eala's played a lot of tennis lately. He's played a lot of tennis, so trainers out for Eala. All right, 30-love, by the way. 30-love. Sinner, 2 points away. Serve goes in the backhand, but it's a fault from Sinner. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Altmaier. Sinner with a forehand to the front of Altmaier. Into that Sinner forehand as Altmaier forehand on the stretch. Sinner with a backhand cross court, but it goes out. 30-15. All right, so Eala's left the court with the trainer. Eala was getting a medical timeout. She's played a lot of tennis, Eala. I mean, she literally played yesterday. And the last 3 matches she played before today were long 3-setters. So she's played a lot of tennis the last couple of weeks in all different parts of the world as well, not just in Asia. All right, 30-15 though. Sinner trying to get this done. Serve again for Sinner. Into the forehand of Altmaier. Return goes into the forehand of Sinner. As Altmaier puts up a lob. Sinner comes in with a forehand. Altmaier pass. Sinner volley. Goes long. Okay. 30-all. 30-all. All right, Sinner, by the way, he's getting a time violation. Just taken. No, he didn't get one. Okay. Muhammad Liani was being nice. Anyways, backhand for Sinner. Into the backhand of Altmaier, 30-all. Eala's left the court, by the way, for a medical timeout. As we're going to backhand for Sinner cross court. Altmaier slices it back. Sinner with a drop shot. And Altmaier hits it wide. Match point, Sinner. 40-30. To take the win. But he's had to work, Sinner. Altmaier has really fought hard. Made Sinner play a lot of tennis. $40-30. Match point, Sinner. $40-30. Sinner with a serve. Into the back of Altmaier. Return goes to forehand to Sinner. Altmaier puts up a lob. But it goes out. There it is. Sinner wins. 3-3. But that was work. That was a good effort by Altmaier. He made Sinner work. Solid handshake. I'll tell you, I hope Altmaier does keep going up the rankings because he is, again, so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch. So I hope he really does succeed. And we get to watch more of him because he is a really good player to watch. All right, the Sinner team are all hugging it out. They're going to play Griekspoor tomorrow night. It's going to be Griekspoor versus Sinner tomorrow night. That's going to be, that could be a tough one too. Griekspoor is no joke. But it's Jannik Sinner getting the job done in straight sets. All right. Eala's just left the court. We're going to merge the streams while we have a chance. So if you want to jump on over and keep watching this Eala match, see how she finishes this match, jump on over. But Sinner wins 3-3. He gets it done in straight sets, and he will be playing tomorrow night against Talon Griekspoor, who is a very awkward player to play. So let's see if Sinner can keep it going. But he takes the win and gets done in straight sets. Okay. By the way, don't forget to like the video as well if you haven't already. We're almost at 700 likes. But let's see what's going on. Eala with a medical timeout. Left the court. She's still got another minute. Looked like it was leg issues. So we'll see if she can recover. It's only one breaker serve. And we know that, we've seen that this week or in this match, that a breaker serve hasn't really been much of a problem. They've both broken each other multiple times. Yeah, Griekspoor form is wild, yeah. But he can beat anybody, Griekspoor. He's super dangerous. Noskova has been double faulting herself left and right, bad situation. What's going on there? Oh, Pegula served for the match. Ooh, okay. Interesting. All right. Eala should be coming back out on court any moment. If Eala is hurting, she can play a deep run, just rest and keep well. Yeah, I mean, look, she'll have all next week off if she doesn't get through this match. And then at the start of next week, she's playing a 250 event. So that'll be the next one. Was it Carver versus Eala where she got a medical timeout too? Yes. I think so. Maybe. All right, Eala's back. She's got her leg strapped. Her right leg is taped up. So we'll see if that helps. All right, 3-love. As Uchijima backhand return the form of Eala. Uchijima slice on the stretch. Eala comes in with a volley. Uchijima gets there, but hits in the net. 15-love. All right, Eala serves. The back of Uchijima, backhand from Eala again. The backhand of Uchijima. As Eala forehand goes wide, 15-all. Pegula's got match point, by the way. Also, the winner of this match looks like they're going to play Wong tomorrow in the second round quali, or final round of qualies. All right. As Eala wins a point, 30-15. As a return goes the net by Uchijima, 40-15. All right, 40-15. By the way, people, the Eala haters are just don't be so obvious. 40-15. As with a backhand, a forehand out of the forehand of Eala, backhand from Uchijima. Into the forehand of Eala as Uchijima backhand cross court goes wide. All right, 3-1, Eala on the board. Pegula just had 2 match points and missed, or no? Yeah, Eala's got her right leg is strapped up, her thigh. So it's either a hip or a thigh issue, but she's played so much tennis, and she also has traveled a lot, Yesterday she was in a totally different part of China, so that's a whole, between matches, she's also been on planes and, she's been doing a lot. All right, 3-1. There's a bit of fault from Uchijima, second serve. As Uchijima forehand to the forehand of Eala. Good drop shot. Uchijima can't get it. And it's love 15. Love 15. Love 15. As we get a fault from Uchijima. Second serve. As a return from Eala into the back of Uchijima. Eala forehand on the stretch. Goes in. But Uchijima puts away the backhand. 15 all. As the serve goes back into Eala, back into from Uchijima, into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima backhand again to the forehand of Eala. And Eala puts away the winner. No, Uchijima got there but missed it. Close enough. 15-30. Chance for Eala to break back. Why are you watching a qualifier match and not a 1,000 semi? We're watching Sinner, so I couldn't do a double header. Blame Sinner. 15-30. As we return now to the forehand of Uchijima. Forehand now from Eala to the forehand of Uchijima. As Eala backhand again, the forehand of Uchijima, but Eala hit it out. 30 all. 30 all. But don't worry, Dom. We're going to be watching the final tomorrow between Anisimova and maybe Pegula. Hopefully, Pegula. I would love that matchup. Pegula and Anisimova would be a great match tomorrow, hopefully. 30 all. Uchijima forehand cross court. Goes long. Break point Eala. To get the break and get back on serve. Nosgora breaks back. Oh, no. All right, 30-40. Uchijima with the fault. Second serve. As a return. Goes the back of Uchijima. Forehand from Eala to the forehand of Uchijima. As Eala backhand. Again, the forehand of Uchijima. As Eala backhand again. Into the backhand of Uchijima. Eala's forehand goes again. The backhand of Uchijima sliced. Eala in control. As Uchijima forehand on the stretch. Eala forehand goes cross court. Uchijima runs around into forehand for a winner down the line. And we get the deuce. Uchijima survives. Deuce. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We hit 270K. I didn't even just noticed. Hey, thank you for that. 270,000 subscribers. Holy shit. As Uchijima serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Return the backhand to Uchijima. Eala with a volley. Uchijima with a pass is a lob. Eala with a backhand volley. But Uchima's there with the backhand down the line. Eala slicing the net. Too good. From Uchijima. Advantage. As a return, goes in the back of Uchijima, forehand of Eala, into the net. Uchijima 4-1, keeps the break. All right. By the way, chat, we're almost at 700 likes as well, so thank you for that. Do I support the All Blacks over Australia? No, I went to New Zealand and I bought this shirt. It's not that deep. 4-1. 4-1. Also, Pagula's up 3-1 in the tiebreak. The All Blacks won. Cool. Did they beat Australia? Because if they did, boo. Now, tomorrow we have... what do we have? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow we've got Djokovic. We've got the final of Beijing. And we've also got Sinner tomorrow. And possibly, if Eala does come back to win here, we'll watch her as well tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow could be a busy day. We've definitely got a busy night tomorrow night with Djokovic and Sinner back-to-back. And then also the Beijing final before that. So that's good. All right. Eala's down a break. 4-1 final set. Is it a backhander from Eala down the line? Uchijima with the volley in the net. 15 love. I'll tell you this, though. If Eala does go down here, it wouldn't be the worst thing because she has played a lot and that's been fun. But for her to get a week off to refresh wouldn't be the worst thing. I think she's one of those players that maybe is... she's too determined and feisty for her own good that she'll play injured because she just wants to play. So maybe if she loses, she'll be forced to rest, right? Because she'll play through injury. She'll play through. She'll play if she's ready. If she can walk, she'll play. Like she seems like the type that will just play too much, right? And maybe when she should rest, she plays more than she should. But having, if she does lose this, that wouldn't be the worst thing for her to get a week off because then when she comes back in a week, and then she can finish the year off real strong. Especially if she's got, some leg issues here. 40 love. Uchijima backhand. Into the back of Eala. Uchijima backhand again. Into the forehand of Eala. Sliced. Uchijima drop shot. Eala's going to get there with the backhand. Uchijima pass. Eala volleys it wide. 40-15. 40-15. Cam's got an All Black shirt on when they're playing Australia? What do you mean they're playing Australia? They're not playing Australia right now. Are they? Why didn't anybody tell me? 40-15. Was it a backhand cross court? The backhand of Uchijima into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima slice. As Eala hits a drop shot for a winner. All right, 4-2. Rugby. What's the score? Are we winning? What the hell's going on? All right, 15 love. All right, Osaca's in it by Eala, 30 love. $30 love. As Uchijima serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. In the back of Eala. Forehand from Uchijima to the forehand of Eala. But Eala hits it long. 40 love. 40 love. As Uchijima serves again. Fault. Second serve. There's a let. Serve again. Into the backhand of Eala. Return is a winner. 40-15. Wait, Noskova and Pegula are 6-all? What the hell? Does anybody want to win that match? The winner of that match is Anisimova. 40-15. As the return goes into the forehand of Uchijima, backhand now from Eala. As Uchijima forehand to the backhand of Eala. Eala hits another winner, 40-30. Oh my god, the Singapore Formula 1 starting soon? Oh my god, why are we watching tennis? That's fucking crazy. I can't believe I'm not watching Formula 1 instead of tennis. What are we doing? Oh my god. I can't believe we're not watching Formula 1 instead. And we missed the rugby. I didn't even know. Damn, it's mind-blowing that we're not watching the rugby. Or other sports. It blows my mind. Anyways, forehand from Uchijima. Into the forehand of Eala. Uchijima backhand. Into the forehand of Eala. Is Uchijima with another backhand. Into the backhand of Eala. The backhand of Uchijima. Eala forehand. Into the backhand of Uchijima. Uchijima in the net. We get the deuce from 40 love. Why am I not watching Tottenham? Because Tottenham suck. We don't like Tottenham. Boo Tottenham. Up the Gunners. Up the Arsenal. All right? Up the Arsenal. Spurs can get stuffed. Deuce. And a bit of serve. Into the back of Eala. Return goes wide. Advantage Uchijima. Noskova wins. Wow. So Anisimova will probably win the title now, right? It's Anisimova's title to lose now. Advantage Uchijima. I'm just waiting for somebody to come and be like, you missed the best game of the year. That's not true. All right, advantage Uchijima. Keys versus Swiatek was better. And an ace from Uchijima. It's 5-2. That's crazy. I was looking so forward to Pegula versus Anisimova, damn it. That's right. Noskova's had a great season. Or good season. You missed the best game. Oh, Rajesh, shut up. Anisimova has to win, finally. Yeah, she'll win. All right. Eala's going to serve to stay in the match. All right. Noskova in tears, yeah. Massive win. It's top 10 match of the year. Yeah, well, top 10 for sure. You watch a brainless match of Eala's. Miles, can we ban everybody who's not supporting Eala right now? All right. Get rid of these haters. We don't need them. You negative Nellies. Get the hell out of here. Come back tomorrow and watch Beijing. We watched Beijing. Where were you earlier? Hey, did you watch the Gauff match? No, you're asleep. Get the hell out of here. I'm not taking orders from you. Get the hell out of here. Come back tomorrow when we watch Beijing. Get the hell out of here. None of you were here for Gauff and Anisimova, so I'm not hearing this shit. Oh, but you didn't watch the match that I was awake for. Well, I was awake for the other match. Where the fuck were you? Where were you? Oh, you're asleep. Oh, I couldn't stay up on a Friday night. I was asleep. Mods, ban me. Get me out of here. Anyways, volley from Eala is good, but Uchijima puts it away. Love 15. Love 15. It's going to be a big effort from Eala here. It's only one break. It is only one break of serve. I want to see Sabalenka and Nissimova match in Wuhan. Oh, yeah. We need that rematch. Rule 7, exactly. Rule 7. First serve's a fault, second serve. Rule 7. As the return goes out by Eala. All right. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As Eala serves again. Into the back of Uchijima. Return in the net. 15-30. All right. As the return goes in from Uchijima. Into the back end of Eala. Eala goes to the net. Comes in with a volley. Uchijima with a lob, but Eala's there with a smash. Puts it away. 30-0. 30-all. All. Eala trying to hang on. As Eala serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Is a let. As we're serving to the back end of Uchijima. Eala forehand in the net. Match point Uchijima. 30-40. To get to the second round of qualies and take on Wong, who fought back against Booksha and got the win there. So good fight back from her. All right. Match point Uchijima. Eala just getting a new racket. 30-40. As Eala serves. Into the back of Uchijima. Return to the front of Eala. Eala in the net. There it is. Uchijima gets the win. Against, I mean, look, we're not going to make excuses that she was tired, but she's definitely played a lot of tennis. They hug it out of the net. That's nice to see. But this is not the worst thing for Eala. She can get a break now. A forced break where she can't play tennis for a week. And she'll come back stronger when she plays later in the... she can play in a couple of weeks or in a week. She can play again. And play the 250 events that are coming up. GG's. But she's played a lot of tennis, Eala. I mean, she literally played yesterday in another city. And then she comes today. It's crazy. But Uchijima was too good. Yeah, I was playing a tournament in Japan in a week. So she'll get time off. And then she'll come back and do that. Philippines always proud of Alex. Love that. The Alex Eala fans are just so wholesome. You're also positive. I love it. It's much needed in tennis. We don't have so many negative people in tennis. We need a positive fan group, and that's the Eala fans, the positive fans. Even when she loses, they're positive. You're optimistic. We need more of that. And she will be as good as we all think she will be. This is just part of it. Losing in these matches, playing all the tennis, she'll manage her schedule better next year. Next year, she might not even have to play the qualies of these tournaments. She'll get automatic entry. So, hey, Jane, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Time to get some rest and prepare the next tournament? Exactly. And she'll come back stronger. Credit Uchijima, very resilient and good fighter. Oh, yeah. I mean, Uchijima has beaten Pegula this year, so it just shows how good she is. Not everyone rockets to the top 10 straight away. Exactly. In fact, most players don't. Most players have to grind. And so even then, they don't make the top 10, but this is just part of it. Betsy!
Thanks for keeping it interesting and congrats on the 250 cam.
No worries. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. WTA is so unpredictable and I love it. It is, isn't it? It definitely is. Hopefully Eala cracks the top 50 by the end of the year. Well, how far away is she from top 50? She's not that far away. She's currently 54. Yeah, she's only about 100 points away from top 50. So if she does have a couple of decent results, like quarterfinals here and there on the next couple of tournaments, she might be able to get there. Get the top 50. Uchijima, by the way, is currently 91 in the world after that win. So she gained some points for that. Yeah, she's very close to top 50. Where's Pegula in the race to the finals? I think she's very close to qualifying. Yeah, she's no, she's not. She is sixth. If Key's qualified, she's number 6. But she should qualify next week. If she misses out, it'll be very unlucky. Very unlucky if she misses out. Was I surprised at how easily Anisimova won today? Yeah. Anisimova was shockingly good. The way she played was insane. And I think Gauff was just as shocked. She came out and just played ridiculous. Hopefully the leg issue is not something worse. No, I don't think it didn't seem to bother her that much towards the end. I think it was more just from playing a lot of tennis. She's played so much tennis, Eala. Thoughts on the Wuhan draw? Sabalenka's draw is tough. Yeah, Eala's playing in Japan next week, or in a week. Oh, wait, is it in a week or 2 weeks? When's, I thought it was next week. It is next week. Yeah, she's playing the Japan Open. Yeah. Who's playing in Ningbo? Anisimova, Andreeva, Pegula. Okay. Ningbo's kind of stacked. We're going to have to watch maybe both those tournaments. But yeah, she's playing in Osaka, Japan after next week. Or in a week. In a week. Don't forget daylight savings begins. Yeah, daylight savings fucking sucks too. What a waste of I don't even know what a stupid thing to who invented daylight saving. They need to be fired. So dumb. Such a stupid concept. I lose an hour of sleep for what? For no reason. You should take a rest alongside Eala. How about I work like normal and you take a rest and come back next week? How about that? Let's agree on that. You take a week off. And then I will continue to watch Wuhan and Shanghai like I always do. And you come back next week. You take a week off. That's probably better. And then come back when we watch the King Slam or something. No, it's all right, DJ. I think it's just such a silly concept. Why do we have it? It's so silly. What's it for? Why? Matt Damon guessed it in Jimmy Kimmel. Looks like Cam. You just call me Matt Damon? Thanks, I guess. That's a compliment. I'll take that. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? I've seen movies. Hey, L, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. American tennis on the women's side is better than the men's side. It's definitely more interesting, I think. There's definitely more interest and it's more compelling. Unpredictable, which makes it interesting. They can't use the why you're watching Eala card for a week. Yeah, people. I don't know what they're going to do. How are those people going to survive? The second we even say the word Eala, they're going to freak out. They're going to be like, "Oh, I just want to tell him not to watch somebody." They're going to lose their minds all week. They can't say it. It's crazy. Rest, recover, then try again until you win. Alex, yeah, she'll be fine. This is all part of it. This is all part of the fun. American women's tennis is crazy good right now. Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Winner of the ATP final would get approximately $5 million. Do you know anyone with the women's final? I don't know. Probably similar. JPEG is safe. She'll play ATP WTA finals. Yeah. Yeah, it's between Rebecca and Paolini pretty much. Eala and Noskova played before? I'm not sure. Maybe, because they're probably from the same generation. So, yeah. All right. Well, now that Eala's lost, I guess I won't be seeing anybody for a week. Have fun watching the rest of the tournament on your own. Chat, go get Tennis TV. I'll see you. Can you imagine? All right, I guess I'm out of here. Tell me when Eala comes back and I'll start caring about tennis again. I'm sorry, what? Djokovic plays tomorrow? No. I'm sorry. You know the rules. If Eala's out, I don't give a fuck about tennis, all right? We're not doing any more tennis, all right? Tennis is over as far as I'm concerned. Shanghai, you say Shanghai? Is Eala playing? No, okay, but I don't care. Sinner's playing tomorrow? I'm sorry. Eala's not here. We're not doing... I told you, you know the rules. If Eala's not playing, we're not watching. I don't care if the greatest player of all time is playing tomorrow. If I did that, I'd expect you all to leave and never come back. Don't worry, we're going to watch Djokovic and Sinner, I guess. I guess we'll watch him. We'll watch him. Just tomorrow. By the way, the draw for Wuhan has come out, so go watch that draw preview. Go watch that draw preview. But yeah, if you are an Eala fan on a serious note, come and watch Shanghai. Come and watch Sinner and Djokovic. If you're new to tennis through the Eala, through her popularity, stick around. Come watch Wuhan next week. Watch Sabalenka Swiatek. See what they're, you might learn a couple of things about some other players. Come here for Eala, but try and stay and learn a bit more about some other players. Maybe you get a couple of favorite players. You're in Sydney? Nice. Like watching Eala? Cool. Why aren't you watching Nole? No, I was joking. It was a joke. I was joking. We always watch Djokovic. We always watch Sinner. You know the rules. If you're a Sinner fan, come watch the 125. Hey, yeah, that happens too. But at the end of the day, you should just be here to hang out with each other. Just be a part of the community. The tennis community. Regardless of your favorites. Just be here all the time. All the time. Every minute I'm live, you better be live. You better be here. I don't care what time it is. It's 3 a.m.? That's too bad for you. It's not my problem. You got to be here, though. Mandatory. When I'm live, you have to be here. It's mandatory. Those are the rules. They're the real rules. If you're not here... By the way, where's Deb? Deb's not here. Wait, where's Deb? Hello? Oh, no, Deb's here. It's okay. Deb's here. See? Deb's here. Which half is Osaka and Gauff? I think you should go watch the draw preview that I made. Don't be a slacker. Watch the preview. I made the video. I'm not giving you the answers. Go watch the video. I made a video about it, so I didn't have to talk about it. I'm doing a draw preview now. Made a video about it. Come out here making me repeat myself. The hell? I refuse to watch your videos, Cam. Just tell me the answer. No! Never! Go watch the videos. I put 30 minutes to an hour worth of effort into that. I had to record that shit, edit it, put the graphics up, cut out all the mistakes that I made by fucking up names. I worked hard on that video, polished it up nicely, and then you go watch that. You gotta go watch that. That's why I made it, for you. Just you specifically. Everybody else can watch it too if they want, but you know who you are. You watch that video. You've been up since 2 a.m.? Oh. Okay. Chat, if anybody tells them the answer, I'm going to lose it. In fact, I'm going to leave so you can't talk to each other. All right. I'm out of here. Go watch the video. But we'll be back tomorrow to do more tennis because it never stops. It never ends. Never ends. It never ends, chat. Tennis never ends. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Eala, she gets a week off. 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. Uchijima gets the win, and she will play the qualies tomorrow to try and qualify for the main draw of Wuhan next week. We've got Djokovic, we've got Sinner tomorrow. We've also got the final of Beijing. All of that happening tomorrow. I'll see you guys there. Go watch the video for the Wuhan draw. Go watch it. You have time now. There's nothing else to do. Bye.